and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm Priscilla. I'm the owner of A Life Full of Simplicity. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring that bell so you can be notified every time I post a brand new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot and it's greatly appreciated. So today I'll be doing a review and flip through of the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck by John Holland. So just a backstory. Many moons ago, I wanted to get into tarot. Now, when I first wanted and started, I guess, exploring, researching, I found this deck, and me being a stupid 23-year-old at the time, because I bought this in 2014, I bought this deck thinking it was a tarot deck and not realizing it was an oracle deck. And obviously, back in 2014, I didn't know what was going on or who was doing what or what an oracle deck was, what a tarot deck was. So I bought this, and well, let's just say this is the first time since 2014 I have touched it. I actually don't really like this deck. I kind of regret purchasing it, honestly, and not a really big fan. So my first tarot deck actually I bought in 2019 because that's when I guess I took a long break from wanting to do things like this or looking into things like this, and only took it up again and decided to refocus on tarot and oracle more when I was a lot older than I was back when I bought this. So yeah, and I did a lot more research, and let's just say my first tarot deck was a lot better than this thing is. And don't get me wrong, I have many oracle decks, but I don't gravitate towards it. So it's a 65 card deck and guidebook. It's published by Hay House, right? Lifestyle. What? I'm pretty sure it's published by Hay House, but anyway, again, this deck is really old. I got it in 2014, so that's old to me. And at the time, so it says it retails for $18.95. Now, I got this for like $13. And I looked at the price today before I decided to film this. It's $33.99 Canadian on Amazon.com. Amazon.ca, sorry. I was like, what? What? Why? Why is it $33? I don't know who's willing to pay that much money for this, but I know if I was looking at decks today and I didn't have this deck, it would be a hard no from me. Hard no. Even though 65 cards for $33 is pretty good, but nah, the imagery, not my favorite. So I'll go through the deck. I'll show you the cards. You can make your own opinion, obviously, for yourselves. If you like this deck, obviously, I will leave some links for the US and Canada in the description box below. Not affiliated, not sponsored, or anything like that. So if you actually like this deck and want it for your collection, then, you know, you're able to click things quickly and see what's in stock and see where you can buy. So, sorry, the ring light, because this is glassy, Hay House typical. So, it says the 65 beautifully illustrated cards in this deck will create a powerful bridge between your psychic abilities and the ancient knowledge and meanings of the tarot, and will help you develop intuitive insights about all areas in your life, of your life, including love and relationships, business matters, and even career changes. This fascinating deck will work for you whether you're a novice or are already in tune with your psychic abilities. In the accompanying guidebook, psychic medium John Holland imparts techniques that he's practiced himself and taught in his workshops relating to colors, symbology, shapes, words, card spreads, divination, numerology, energy centers, imagination, and more. By using the cards, you'll be able to incorporate John's techniques when you do a tarot reading for yourself or others. Again, this is not a tarot deck. It's an oracle deck based on tarot. So there's like the The majors, 22 majors, but the minors are shortened to only 9 per suit. And then they have chakra cards afterwards. So this is not a tarot deck. It is an oracle deck, just to let you know. So these are the backs, very glossy. They are gilded, as you can see. I used them a few times when I got it, and it is chipping. Yeah. Another reason why I didn't use them. You can literally see the chipping from using them. Okay. So let's go through the guidebook. Yeah. So the major, it has 21. It has 22 cards. So the 0 to 21. And then for the minors, it has physical, emotions, mental, and spirit. And it has different colored borders for each. And there's only 9 cards per thing. That's it. Which has to do with numerology rather than tarot. So tarot, there's 10 cards per suit, plus the court cards, the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. So this is definitely not a tarot deck. You could, if you really wanted to, you could probably use it as one, but you wouldn't get like everything that you get in an actual 78 card tarot deck, is what I'm trying to say. I personally would not use this as a tarot deck. So yes, so it tells you all this. Yeah, see 1 to 9. So physical is representing business, finances, money, prosperity, earthly possessions, material gain, loss, and security. So this is the pentacle suit. This is the cup suit, representing relationships of the heart, feelings, desires, emotions, love, and joy. So cups, representing communication, thoughts, ideas, intellect, the workings of the mind, any obstacles, difficulties, decisions, and power. So this would be swords. And then we have the representing the spark of life, inspiration, spiritual force, principles, aspirations, willpower, and passion, which is wands. Then we have the chakra cards. Chakra? I'm not sure how you pronounce that, honestly. I've heard people say it as chakra, so I guess I will just say it the same way. And if I'm wrong, just correct me in the comments, honestly. You can link me a video on pronunciation. I actually appreciate those things, so don't feel weird about doing things like that. So we have some spreads here. Sorry, we have some spreads. So we have like single card, 3 card, typical past, present, future for a 3 card. Then we have a 5 card, distant past, present, immediate future, distant future. I don't think I would use a spread like that, but there it is in case you want to use it. Then we have a yearly forecast. Love these things. These are great. And then it talks about psychic development. So clairsentience. I don't know how you pronounce that, actually. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't know how you pronounce that. This is clairaudience, that I know. Sentience, is that how you pronounce it? Clairsentience? Honestly, I don't know. And then we have clairvoyance, inner vision, inner hearing, inner vision. And then we have color interpretation. Actually, it's really bothering me. Clairsentience. I think it's pronounced clairsentience. This is about having gut feelings. And then we have colors. So if you like color symbology, you might like this. It gives you all the color explanations, which is pretty cool. This to me is also color psychology. And then we have Then we have symbols and images. And then it goes into the meaning. Yeah, and then it says traditional tarot archetype, the Fool. So yeah, these all represent an archetype. And then the minors, yeah, these don't say anything about an archetype. They just have a meaning also. Okay, is there anything else before we get into the cards? We have the chakra cards. Okay, you know what? So I will pull a card. I will shuffle, and then I'll pull a card from the actual deck, and then I'll also pull a chakra card so you can see how it looks in the book. These are the backs. Sorry for the ring light. They're glossy. These were actually in order already. I guess I left them in order and I just never shuffled them. Or maybe I did and I put them back in order. I don't know. Yeah, so the borders I don't like. I don't like the font that was used, and I don't like the borders. I think if this was a borderless deck and the font was different, I'd probably like it better. They're very glossy. Ugh, so annoying. So that's New Beginnings. Okay, let's do it like this. Let's do it like this so you can't see. Awareness. I think this is supposed to represent the magician. Intuition. Is this supposed to represent the... Hold on, I just want to see. Because... Okay, the High Priestess, yeah. Yeah, so awareness was supposed to represent the magician. Okay, this is the High Priestess. Then we have fertility. So the Empress. Authority. Also, I remember when I first bought this, they stuck together because of the gilding on the sides. So if this is your cup of tea and you do end up getting it, just be aware of that. Because of the gloss, because they are glossy, and because of the gilding, a lot of the time these kind of cards will stick together. So be very careful when you unstick them. I have Harmony. This is supposed to be the Lovers. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this deck. Maybe I should try working with it again and see. Power. I do like this card, though. This is Strength. But I don't know. These borders are so annoying. Then we have Destiny. But he has other decks, and I saw Wicked Moonlight here on YouTube. She unboxed another deck by him, and I actually really liked it. It didn't have borders, and it was actually a lot nicer than this, whatever this is, honestly. Transformation. Typical Wings. This is supposed to be the Death card. There's a face here. She looks like a fairy, maybe a butterfly or something. Now I have Patience, which is Temperance. Temptation. The Devil. Disruption. It's supposed to be that Tower card. Hope. star, shadow, moon, light, sun, truth. This is judgment, and then the universe is world, and that's the card that's on the box. So now I think we're going into physical, which is the pentacles, earth element. Yeah, so the borders kind of remind me of like Radley Valentine decks. And he has nice imagery, like his decks are nice. Like the artwork is nice. But I hate the borders. That's why I would never buy one. And he also puts too many words on the card, and I'm just like, that's just too much. Like a keyword or a few keywords, okay, and like the title, sure. I'm down for that. I love decks like that. But I hate how there's like colored borders and stuff. Positive movement forward. Then material harvest. Love begins. So the green is the emotional. So these are the cups. Very typical of a 2 of cups though. 3. So you could use this as a tarot deck if you wanted to. The only thing is you wouldn't have court cards and you'd be missing the 10 from each suit. That's the only thing. I personally wouldn't use it, but you could. You could if you wanted to. I don't know, maybe I'll give this deck a try again and see what happens. These are the swords, obviously. Mental conflict. Heartache and loss. 3 of swords. Rest and rejuvenation. Or rejuvenate, but I'm going to say rejuvenation. Conflict and defeat. Moving on. Typical. 6 of swords. Deception and envy. Yeah, I think I was really put off by this deck when I first got it because I didn't understand tarot to begin with. But then when I got my first tarot deck in 2019 and actually started practicing and getting more into tarot, I understood way better. So I could definitely give this a try again. Passion ignited. The waiting game. Partnership and alliances. Foundation and achievements. Stand your ground. Accelerated motion. Spiritual strength. And then we have the chakras. So the root, sacral, solar plexus. We have the heart, throat, the third eye. I think I'm going to read this one because I like the third eye. So I'm going to, and then we have the crown. So I'll leave this one here so I can read that. And I'll give these a shuffle. They shuffle fine. Just be aware that when you have gilding on a deck like this, it's for sure going to chip off when you shuffle. They shuffle good because of the, no, I don't want to read another chakra. I want an actual card. They shuffle good because they have like a gloss on them. Here, death. Transformation. And the third eye. Okay, let's read the transformation card first. So I'll hold it up and read, because for me it's a little easier. And then I'll show what I read. So, a time of endings is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you, to have courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. So this card comes forth to remind you that the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on a new path. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes, and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could have ever imagined. You can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look closely at your own life and ask yourself, are there loose ends that need to be tied up? Are there people in your life whom I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can move on and have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through new beginnings that await you. And then it says traditional tarot archetype is death. So just to show you. So the writing, I love the guidebook. Now the guidebook is great. If the cards were like, let me show you a little less fast. You can pause to read. And then this. So yeah, the guidebook is fantastic. I love this thing. This is really good. The cards, I think it's just the borders and the font. I don't like the borders and the font. That's what really trips me up on this. And I think that if he had done like a full card of the image and just like a different font at the bottom, it would have looked so much nicer in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion. Actually, I'll leave this here. Now, we have the third eye chakra. Okay, let me find the chakra in the back. Here we go. Third eye. Key facts. Color, indigo. Sound, Om. Element, light. Gland, pituitary. Keywords, I see. This is the most often talked about. This is the most often talked about of all the chakras, and clairvoyance, inner seeing, intuition, and higher levels of consciousness are all associated with this energy center. Found between your eyebrows and just above the bridge of your nose, it works closely with the throat and crown chakras and will assist you with your psychic and intuitive inner guidance. To balance the third eye chakra, I recommend that you practice walking meditations, breath work, yoga, tai chi, visualizations, and color therapy. Don't just focus on this one chakra as part of your development, as it's important to remember that they should all be in balance in order to work in unison and harmony. So that's what it says. And let me show you. So that's what it looks like. And that's the information I just read. Yeah, so it's really good. I really like the guidebook. The guidebook is great. I'm just not a fan of the borders. Borders. And don't get me wrong, like I have other decks with borders and I love them. It's just this particular deck I just don't like the borders on. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below. Should I give this deck another try? I probably should, honestly. Pretty much answering my own question. But if you think I should, let me know in the comments. And let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Turn on that bell so you can be notified when I post a brand new video. And give this video a thumbs up because it helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Thanks so much and have a great day.